We're here after that 30-27 Ohio State in double overtime, and we were in the Ohio State postgame interviews. Bill, Ari, Doug from cleveland.com. Jim Harbaugh went a little crazy in the Michigan postgame interviews. Very, I think he said, bitterly upset with the officiating. Bill Landis, does Jim Harbaugh have something to be angry about after this Michigan loss?
Yeah, I guess a little bit. The pass interference call on the ball to Curtis Samuel, where I thought the ball was high and uncatchable, I thought was a questionable call. The spot on JT Barrett's run, I'm still not 100% sure that he got it. They reviewed it and called it. The thing is, there are bad calls in every game, and sometimes they decide a game. I would question more the decision to throw the ball with Wilton Spate with half an arm in the end zone. It gets picked off by Malik Hooker in return for a touchdown. So he has gripes with the officiating, but there are gripes with some of the decisions he made too, I think, that led to Michigan's loss.
They also fumbled inside the 5-yard line, which wasn't great. Ari, this is Jim Harbaugh's second game in the rivalry. What does this mean for Jim Harbaugh in the rivalry? I think it's interesting that Michigan played well, lost, and then he got mad. That, I don't know, that seems like maybe a thing Woody or Bo would do, right? I don't know. It feels like I kind of almost like the fact that Jim Harbaugh was angry after this game.
Well, it's a little bit spicier now, right? It was from the beginning, and that's kind of the way it is. And I think for the first 2 years, even though last year's game was a blowout, you went into it not knowing who was going to win. And it was the same thing this year, and this was about as even of a game that I've seen in my lifetime, maybe since 2006, and then like when I was old enough to think anyway. But this, you're getting what you wanted, and that is every year to go into it not knowing who's going to win. And Jim Harbaugh has certainly done things to make things more interesting in the recruiting trail, on the field, in game planning, traditions, the Air Jordan thing, everything that he's done has been a big part of this rivalry. And even though they lost, I still kind of think it's back.
I said before this game, if Michigan doesn't get Ohio State this year, when are they going to get them? Does this game make you think this rivalry is headed for every year it's going to be great? Or does this make you think Michigan with 17 or 18 senior starters blew its shot and Ohio State's going to keep winning these?
No, I think it's going to be great because Harbaugh is recruiting at a very close level to what Ohio State's doing. He's going to start getting his players rolling through as well. I think we're setting up for a couple ones like this moving forward.
I think that, like I said on our podcast, and if you haven't listened to our podcast, you have to listen to it, that I think it's going to be close. I still think it might be 2 years away from being the epitome of even.
I think Michigan, this will haunt Michigan. Bill, Doug, Ari, thanks for watching at cleveland.com. You guys have something to say?
Third quarter, Jim Harbaugh got an unsportsmanlike penalty on the sideline for contesting a call and put Ohio State on the 4-yard line instead of a touchdown.
He was also mad about that.